black people are not the original inhabitants of South Africa, which, in fact, they're realizing that now. When they claimed that they owned all the land, the original inhabitants, of who there are not many left, said, excuse me, we were the original inhabitants, you guys were migrants here as well, which they were. Okay, the original inhabitants of Southern Africa are called the Khoisan. In the West, the Bushmen are Khoisan. Hottentots are Khoisan. But you can't use those words anymore, you now have to call them Khoisan, okay? All right, now, and they were the inhabitants of the whole of Southern Africa. So the whole of South Africa, at one stage, were Khoisan. The black people originated in what is now Cameroon. That's where they...
Hold on, Khoisan aren't black?
No.
What are they?
They're a completely separate ethnicity all on their own. In fact, if you look at them, they're kind of yellowy. They're a light brown yellow color. Right. But they look more Asian than African. They do not consider themselves African.
Interesting.
Firstly, Africa did not recognize any part of South Africa not being part of South African. Any part of South Africa not being owned by a black South African, the original owner. Well, you say that they're light brown. Africa comes in different shades. This is black. There's no black person. This is white. There's no white person. I've never seen anybody. This is white. This is black. I've never seen anybody like this. I've never seen anybody like this. People are dark brown or light brown. Most white people are more pinkish, light kind of pinkish in color. So if we want to go by color, then white is not actually white. They are more pink, brown, brownish. So we should understand that those differences. Africa is a land, is a continent. Everyone under that continent that is not divided by ocean is an African. Because if you don't write your history, your oppressor is going to write your history for you. So that's why it's good that we African speakers. And funny enough, I was looking at this video, I see how dumb this person is actually talking. I couldn't even listen to it more. I decided to go to the comment section, and I see some of this dumb Africa, because of what South Africa is going through right now, fighting Dulula. People are saying, oh, we know this land belongs to white, we should fight that white, take it back. Sometimes people just talk senselessly because of hatred. There's no logic within you anymore. If South Africa is misbehaving, you call them your brother. I believe everyone has siblings, and sometimes your brother misbehaves. Because your brother has misbehaved, do you tell somebody else to come and take his property away from them? Sometimes we should educate ourselves and be logical about things. We just pick out of points, out of hatred, without really having the understanding of what our words would be, or the implication. The words that we speak is just a reflection of who we are as Africans, who we are as black. Many people don't recognize you people as African. They don't recognize you as one, and you are proving constantly. Every time a war is going on between black, we want to fight against each other. Rather than to educate one another, we want to rather fight against each other. South Africa were originally owned by black, never Asian, never anyone. They are brown and light in complexion, just like many African countries. Because you're light in complexion doesn't mean that you're less African. And it's owned by black because we recognize black as not a color, but as a culture. Let's educate ourselves and stop fighting against one another. Correct your South Africans that are actually going astray, and they could learn. But at the same time, let us follow principles, laws, and principles. If we find ourselves in any of our brother's land, let us obey the laws of our brother's land, follow that principle, so that we all can actually grow together. And if they find themselves in your land, you don't expect them not to respect your women, you don't expect them not to respect your household, you expect them to do the same. So let's teach love, educate ourselves to grow in wisdom, so we can all be prosperous. Peace to all.